16 out of 78 evacuees who reached India on Tuesday tested positive for COVID-19. The infected evacuees also included the 3 Sikhs who brought back with them Guru Granth Sahib from several Afghanistan Gurudwaras. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, who was also at the Delhi airport to receive Sikhs, also came in contact with the infected people. All of them were asymptomatic patients. India had been running special flights on daily basis to evacuate its nationals from war-ravaged Afghanistan. The mandatory quarantine was initiated as per a guideline issued by the Health Ministry on August 23rd. This guideline makes it mandatory for those arriving in India from Afghanistan to remain in institutional quarantine for at least 14 days from the day of arrival at Chawla camp in Najafgarh. The bangle seller in Indore, who was thrashed by a group of locals after asking his name, was arrested late on Tuesday night after he was accused of molesting a minor girl. Tasleem Ali, the bangle seller, was mercilessly thrashed by the mob in Indore after a video went viral on social media. Madhya Pradesh Home Minister Narottam Mishra has said that the row erupted after the man sold bangles to women posing as a Hindu. However, later on, Tasleem Ali was booked under sections of POCSO Act for allegedly touching a 13-year-old girl inappropriately. Tasleem Ali was also accused of possessing fake documents related to his identity. Union Minister Narayan Rane, who was arrested in Maharashtra over his slap Uddhav Thackeray comment and granted bail last evening, has been asked to appear before the police in Nasik on September 2nd. One of the 4 FIRs against Narayan Rane has been filed in Nasik. The notice issued late last evening asked the minister to appear at 12 noon next Thursday. Narayan Rane, who is 69 years old, was arrested after his controversial comment on Uddhav Thackeray at a public meeting on Monday during his Jan Ashirwad Yatra. Around 9:45 p.m., hours after his dramatic arrest while he was having lunch, Rane argued at a court in Raigad that he was arrested on politically motivated charges without proper notice. He also cited his health and the fact that he is a cabinet minister. Now, reports say that Raigad court judge felt the arrest was justified and in the bail order said that Narayan Rane should not commit a similar type of offence. The order also directed him not to tamper with evidence or directly or indirectly make an inducement to threat or promise to any person acquainted with the facts of the case. India is considering allowing foreign direct investment in life insurance corporation according to a person familiar with the matter, which could enable a single overseas investor to buy a large stake in the firm that is headed for a mega IPO. Any strategic investment would be subject to a cap, though it is unclear at what level that would be set, the person said, asking not to be identified as the deliberations are private. Participants at a meeting earlier this month noted that a 20% FDI limit on a state-run banks allowing FDI in LIC would permit so-called strategic investors such as massive pension funds or insurance firms to participate in the initial public offering, which is slated to be India's largest ever. The Reserve Bank of India defined FDI as purchase of a stake that is 10% or larger by an individual or entity based abroad. US Vice President Kamala Harris pushed ahead with a trip to Vietnam on Tuesday after delaying the visit over concerns due to health incident potentially related to the mysterious Havana syndrome. Harris arrived in Southeast Asian country's capital after a 3-hour delay in Singapore that the government blamed on reports that someone in Hanoi may have been targeted by the Havana syndrome, a condition of unknown origin with symptoms including dizziness, nausea, migraines, and memory lapses. The incident upstaged a bid by President Joe Biden's top deputy to woo the alliance partners Washington hopes will help it challenge China's assertive foreign policy in the region.